Father, bless your word this morning. Let everything that resists be broken by the power of the word of God. In the name of Jesus. Sit down for a few minutes as I take you to a journey. This morning, by the mercy of God, I would like to share with you on the story of somebody we all know, and that's the prodigal son. The story of the prodigal son. Who knows the story of the prodigal son? Let me see your hand if you know, please. Now, for those who do not know, it is a story of a young man who met his father and told the father, "Father, please give me my own inheritance. Give me my own share of what you have." Does a father share his property when he's still alive? But this man made the father say, "Father, give my own so that I can go and live my life." How many of you are asking things from God because you want to go and live your life? Let me not go there. And now when the father gave him what he asked for, Bible says he went, enjoyed the money with women, ate all the good food, all the good drinks he could drink. And when the money finished, some of you used to have money, now your eye has cleared. Yes, you used to have. And when you have money, those days, you know, when you are hungry, when you have money, you are not hungry. Now poor man is hungry. A poor man yes. When you have money, you eat the snacks. It's when you are poor that you want to eat fufu corn, because you don't know how tomorrow will look like. You don't price things too much. That's how the man was living his life, spending the money anyhow. I know God has not given you what you ask. He has seen your future. You will spend it anyhow. God bless you according to your maturity. If you have not grown, no matter how much you pray, He will not give you. Are you with me? So after the guy had enjoyed his life, money finished, his eye now was clear. The guy said, "I will go back to my father. Look at me living like a servant, whereas my father has servants who are better than me. People who are working for my father are better than me. That I'm a son. I will go back." Be courageous to come back to your father. After you have messed up, He's ready to accept you. Be courageous, be bold to come back to God. I'm speaking to somebody now who has gone astray, gone far. God is saying, "Come back. Come back. Come back." Tap your neighbor, say, "Come back. Come back." I want to actually preach. Don't bother. I'm just giving you an introduction. I'm not teaching this morning, I'm preaching. So when he had finished, he came back to his father's house. His father, now he was ashamed, but his father was actually waiting for him. His father stood on the road and said, "Welcome home, my son." I know you are ashamed or afraid to come back to God. There are people who cannot come to church because they know how the world knows them, and they are like, "Can God still receive me?" Bible says the father was waiting. God has been waiting for you. He has been waiting. He didn't go. You left, but He did not leave you. He did not leave you. So while the man went, he came back. The father was standing on the road waiting for him. "Welcome!" And he called for a feast and said, "My son that was lost is now found." That's why we must declare an end of year feast for the souls that has been won in the church. If heaven rejoices, we should rejoice. We must take that statistics. So all the souls that have been won. Last year we baptized about 3 groups of people. I think, yes. And I think early this year. So we have to celebrate souls that have been won in the kingdom. He called for a feast. "Come and see, oh my son." Then something that struck me in verse 31 and 32. One old good for nothing son was in the house. The guy was there angry that father me, because the father called that they should kill a fat goat for that boy that has come back. The one who was bad, the one who went astray, to celebrate that kind of a man. That's why God uses the foolish things to confront the wise. The man is using is not perfect, but it's God's choice. The man is using may have been a rebel, living his life anyhow, but he is God. The guy was angry, and the father asked him, "You have been around with me. Are you angry? Everything I have is yours." He said, "But you have never killed anything for me. You have never killed anything for me." Have we understood the story now? So follow me keenly. I want to share with you on what I title Cry of an Angry Son. A son that is immature. The pain of an angry son. Lavaro kasi parada kilata. Why the father has spent money to celebrate a man who has gone astray and has come back? One was there. He could not ask for inheritance. When he came back, he saw that his brother who had finished his money was still giving another money. But him that has been around, he has not had anything. Is that not the story of many of us? We have been in church. People come and testify in front of us. You are asking God, "Father, what about me? Have I not been around? Have I not been serving you? What has happened to my own life?" Look at this lady. She lived her life in the world, messed up her life, finished her life, went from men to men, and she has come to church. 1 month she's already married. We are doing her wedding in the church. This was a cry of this angry son. I felt the pain that this guy had. Neither was a loyal son. When the day came, a son that rebelled and went. When he came back, he ordained him and left me. Neither said, "Lord, I will not sell my body. I will keep it until the day I get married." That one that lived her life anyhow came back and she got married. Me, I am still there. Me that been serving the church all the time, cleaning. I'm in 4 departments alone. You are not looking at me. They drove me out of my house. I couldn't pay rent. I was a school dropout. That one that did not know you lived her life anyhow. She came to church every Sunday. Is testimony. Why will you do such a thing? There is somebody hearing me now. That is a kind of cry that is in your heart. You are wondering why God is blessing a man who is a sinner and is not blessing you that is righteous. You are wondering why God is blessing a lady who is not serious with God, and you that is serious with God, you are not blessed. That was a pain that this guy had, and I feel what this guy was feeling in his heart. Felt it. I felt it. How come people come behind me? Me that is good, as faithful as this. Listen to me. I know you are looking at me as to be too righteous, that you have never had such experience. I, as a pastor, have had it. I know people who are messing up in ministry, who are using the people to make money for themselves, who are messing up, desecrating the altar. Yet they keep having blessings, they keep having money, they keep growing, the ministry keep doing well. And I ask myself, God, is being faithful a wrong thing? Is being righteous a bad thing? What is happening? I know how careless this man lives his life, but see how he's doing well. Lord, what about me? There is somebody here that is your cry. Your season of remembrance has come. God has not forgotten his children. God has not left you. God has not forsaken you. He said, even if a woman forget her suckling child, I, the Lord your God, I can never abandon you. I have written your name in the palms of my hands. You are the apple of my eyes. Though life may seem difficult, as though I'm not watching you, as though I can't bless bless you, but God's children are most precious in his eyes. Can I tell you something? If God does not love you, he will allow you to prosper in error. He will allow you to succeed in iniquity. He will allow you to succeed in sin. You know you are living a bad life and you are still prospering. The hand of God is not with you. I don't have much time. I have 30 minutes more. Let me do something. Sit down. Let me tell you the error that this guy had that made him cry. Now I want to balance up some things. Are we together? I want to show you the error that this man had that made him to cry, to suffer. Somebody say, talk to me. Shakuta. How come a man will be loyal and faithful like this, and the father is rewarding a rebel? Something must be wrong. If we check well, there's a reason God has not answered you. Yes, God is not wicked. But God told the father said, everything I have is yours. So why can't I have what you have? Yeah. There's a reason you don't have what you are asking for. God is not wicked. God is not wicked. There's a reason you have not had the answers to your problem, and that's what I want to show you. Yes, sir. By the time you leave this service, everything you have asked God, you will find a way out. Yes, number one, that guy was ignorant. Somebody say ignorance. First Peter 1 verse 3. Sorry, 2 Peter 1 verse 3. Quickly. Ignorant. Shaku Barata. Quickly. According as his divine power had given unto us all things that pertain unto life and godliness, through the knowledge of him that has called us. The first ignorance this guy had was ignorance of what belonged to him. So all along he did not know that all that his father has is his own. So he kept on living in lack, looking at the car, saying, no, it's my father's car. Don't you know that if the silver and gold belongs to your father and you are the son, Bible calls us joint heirs. Oh man, that he take apart. It means you are worthy of the inheritance of your father. You are worthy. You deserve it. Somebody say, I deserve it. He's ignorant. A woman met Jesus and said, heal my daughter. Jesus said, healing is not for dogs. I can't give the children's bread to dogs. And Bible says, even she said, even the dogs can eat. She collected healing. You're not with me. What belonged to the children was given to a dog. If the child is unaware of what is his own, a dog will collect it. So Jesus kept that healing for his child, but his child was busy asking for money, gave up on the healing. According to as his divine power has given us all, he was ignorant of what belongs to him and ignorant of who he is. It's a servant that is afraid to go and ask for things. It's a servant that is afraid to use the things in the house. The child can even break the glass. But the servant does not dare break a glass. They will cut it from your salary. So he forgot that he's a son. The father said, thou art my son, and thou knowest that everything I have is thine. As a son, you have the right to what your father has. Your father built house, but you are telling people in the quarter that our house, my house. Do you know how to build a house? But you have the understanding that what belongs to your father is yours. Number two, why was this guy unable to have access access to his divine blessings. The error he committed, number 2, was that he did not ask. I've told you that God is not emotional. God is compassionate. You can lack a shoe. If you don't ask God, he will not give you. Matthew 7:7. What does he say? Do you think God will say something for nothing? You ask not because you have not asked. So all the younger brother asked the father, give my own. The father gave him. The other one was waiting that he should meet him. Everything you don't have, you have not asked for. Philippians 4:6. Philippians. Most of times we don't know how to act, so we spend our time complaining and crying. He said, be careful for nothing, but in everything by what? Prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your request be what? Known. You need school fees, you came to God's presence. Ragagaga. For 4 hours you left, you will not have it. For 4 hours you spoke in tongues and left, and you were surprised that you still did not have the school fees. So you did not ask. You prayed, but you did not ask. You'll be strong spiritually, but weak financially. Tap your neighbor, say ask. Some of us are crying and complaining. We are not asking. Make your request known. What is God? Look at me. Look at my shoe. Look at my dress. Look at my hand. Look at my leg. Look at my this. Look at my that. Look at my this. Look at my that. You're not praying. You are complaining. Father, look at my sister. See how she's doing well. Look at me. Look at the way I am. You're not praying. You keep complaining instead of prayer. You enter God's presence. Instead you come, people are testifying, and you go back to the presence of God. Instead to say, Lord, give my own husband. You are saying, look at me, look at my age, look at my dress, look at my this, look at my that. Make your request. Ask. Somebody say ask. Declare to God. Don't be afraid. God will not gossip it to somebody that you ask for it. Don't be afraid. Even though he can tell, I can know small. Yes. Ask. Make your request known. You are in the presence of God crying. God is saying, my daughter, what? You are like, my father, you know everything now. Really? If God is to act on everything he knows, he will start with the sin you committed. The one you were doing and you hide, nobody knew till today. You know there are sins that follow people to the grave now. Secrets. If God did not reveal it to Prophet Nathan, David would die for a daughter and nobody will know that he's the one that killed you. Until the prophet knew and confronted it before David said, I'm sorry. So if God was to act on everything he knows about you, he will first start by killing you. As you think that he should just be doing the good things for you. But he said he has given you the will power to ask what you want. I serve a God that answers prayers. I serve a God that answers prayers. If there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. You are not received because you have not asked. Some of you ask, but you don't know how to ask well. He said, but man of God, I've asked now. Sit down, let me prove to you that you did not ask well. When they ask you questions in class, there are exam questions that they call vague. Was it a question? But was it complete? It's like saying how to understand women. First of all, it's an impossible sentence. I watch it. something online. You know these jeans, these people that come out from container after how many years, and they ask you make 3 wishes. Huh? The man said, okay, my first, make 2. They said make 2 wishes. Say my first wish that I want to have a house that will live from here to the moon. The man asked him that, is there another wish? He said, I want to understand women. He asked the guy, so how do you want the house to be? Just close the other one. When you marry, ask God to understand your wife. Forget about women, you can't understand them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to show you vague question. Vague question. Most of you are asking God a vague question. Vague. Lord bless me. Bless you how? What kind of blessing do you want? Jephthah said, Lord bless me and enlarge my coast, enlarge my territory, make me great, expand my army. There is a specific thing the blessing does. It may come upon you and make you wealthy. It may come upon another man, make him great. One may not have all the money, but like Solomon, he may have wisdom. That is the power of the blessing. Am I talking to somebody here? When you are asking, be precise. Is he a short man or is he a tall man? When you go back, write it. God, that is what I want. You see all those who came, now God sent them. He did not know the one you wanted. I told a lady, she said, but what if my husband really went? I said, he went. You think so I will pamper? You say, no, don't bother. God said, I say he went. He came many times and he went. You, because truly you don't know what you want. Yes, sir. You don't. You don't. When the tall one came, you look at him like that. He does not have money. And the short one came, he had money. So you were making like this. You don't know what you want. When I learned this from David N.Njoume, Dr. N.Njoume, the man who built the biggest church in the world, a very humble and meek man from South Korea, is of blessed memory. His church will seat 700,000 people. Nobody in the world has ever done that. There's no church that can seat those. No one. South Korea. David N.Njoume prayed and said, Lord, I need. When he gave his life to Christ, a young man, he was going to do evangelism. So he was praying to God to give him a reading table and a chair, and he was also praying for God to give him a means of transportation to be preaching the gospel, a bicycle, because he was around the 60s and 50s. Yes, so it's not now that it's car that you want. So but he had fasted and prayed, he didn't come. One day an angel appeared to him. He said, sir, God does not know the type of table you want. He said, this precise table is table, not reading table, is reading table, not reading table. God does not know the bicycle you want. He went back and took pen and paper. He returned and said, Lord, I want a reading table that was made with so and so wood. He was so precise. I want it to have this size, this shape. He was specific even with a kind of wood plank. Then he went to the bicycle and said, I want a bicycle that is specifically made but in Germany. The one that is like this, the one that is like that. In 3 days he came. You are broke and you are just saying, God, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. Are you his treasurer that he should give you money to keep it? To do what with the money? No, are you not saying that I'm broke? What do you need money for? What do you want? Are you not seeing that my pockets? He should feel it so that you do what we eat. He should feel it so that you do what? That's why you don't have, because the last one he gave you, you did not know what to do with it. You started eating but in Jeffobi. When the money finished, you started going to Popov and Gary. Now you are asking for more money so that you go back to Jeffobi. As a student, you see the poverty you have now is the money you wasted when God gave you.
Yes, sir.
The poverty you are experiencing now is as a result of the money God gave you yesterday you wasted.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Wasted. You see 10,000, just broke it. It's finished. Am I lying? So the error this guy had was that he did not know how to ask. So look at what he's telling the father. Me, I've been here, you have not given me. Look at the way he's asking. Even if you are the father. That stranger comes to you, give them something. Then your son comes. So me, whatever he has now, no correct chop bunny fish. If you want chop bunny fish, say, Mama, I want to also eat. You are using people's testimony to complain to God. So, Father, that's what Esau said. Don't I also deserve to be blessed? You don't. Bible said, bring forth your strong reason. You don't. You have not asked. Ask. Be precise. Tell God the color of that dress you want.
Yes, sir.
Sister, you need to go and design your wedding.
Yes.
3 pages from start to the end. Write everything down. Make list for food. Drop everything. Brother, when you have done it all, don't say I have nothing in my pocket. God will not give you if you don't need it. So when I was saying ask, you were like, I've been asking. Have you seen now that you don't know how to? You have not asked well. So after this service, go back and ask well. Lord, I need a piano. What kind of piano? Because there are times God may not give you the money. He will send somebody to come and give you. So when you are precise, you will look for his son or daughter that has that thing you need. Bring only it. Imagine that you are crying to God for a phone, and somebody come and dash you Choronko. Will you be happy? It's a sign that you, though you need a phone, you know what you wanted. So God may not give you the money to buy the phone, but he will, as you ask for 11 Pro Max, he will just bring somebody with 11 Pro Max, just what you need, and give you. God will not give you what you want, but what you need. So after you have written it down, specify what you need. He said you ask and you don't receive because you ask. Sit down. Am I blessing you this morning? Can I tell you something? Some even ask others to pray for them while they go and complain to God. Man of God, I need this, please be praying for me. Then you go, instead of praying and asking, you are going to complain. Lord, look at my ways. Oh, the pain is not going. You have asked people to pray for you. You are saying what to tell God. That is the error that kept this man. Others will come and enjoy and go because he is ignorant. He doesn't know how to ask. My time is fast spent. Number 3. Is it 3? He was waiting for the father. Exodus 14:15. He was waiting for the father to give him. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou unto me? Speak to the children of Israel that they should do what? Go forward. There are things in life you don't wait, you take action. You can't take a camel to the water and force it to drink. If the camel cannot drink, there's nothing you can do for him. There are places God has already set you there. He should not force you to drink again. Shalu Gari Balata. Am I talking to somebody? I spoke to a man. He's of age. He cannot get married. He doesn't know how to talk to a woman. God has brought all kind of good things to him. I say, brother, take action. Speak or forever remain silent. There are things you are waiting on God to do. You want God to do for you, but God is waiting for you to God is waiting for you to act on those things, but you are busy waiting for God to act. Bending it down. that was met God and was praying, and he had a tough situation, and he asked God, Father, what should I do? And God asked him, son, what do you want to do? He asked again, Father, what do we do? God asked him back, son, what do we do? There are situations in life you are waiting on God to act. God is waiting on you to act. Am I talking to somebody? The children of Israel, God had delivered them from Pharaoh's hand. They met the Red Sea, they started crying. They cried to Moses. Moses turned, cried to God. God asked Moses, why are you crying to me? Turn and tell the children of Israel, go forward, march forward. What you are seeing is not a challenge, it's lack of action that is stopping you. You are not taking the first step to start that business. You are afraid that you will fail, and you are instead crying to God. The son was waiting for the father to kill goats for him, whereas he can rise up himself, select the goat that he wants, kill it, eat, and give the father's own also to eat. The father will clap for him. This is my son, a child that is being fed from baby right up to adulthood. That is a wastage to humanity. That child becomes a burden to the family. You have become a burden to God because God is the one doing everything for you. Even the things he wants you to act on, you are still expecting God to act for you. In the book of James, faith without works. He says, show me a man that has faith, and I will show you a man that has works. The man that believes and takes action, and the man that only believes and waits for God to do it for him. If you have faith like a mustard seed, you will move mountains. Do you think the moving of the mountain is sitting down and waiting for God to remove it? Climb that mountain, walk down Jamandama, watch out how God will bless you. I know you have faith that if you do business, God will bless you. Don't wait or don't depend on that faith. Start anything. Look for it, boil it and sell. Watch how God will bless you. This morning, wherever you have packed your life like a wheelbarrow, I push you to take step. I push you to take action. I push you to take action. I push you to move forward. Whatever is slowing you down, after this service, you are going forward. You are going forward. You are going forward. Somebody say, Lord, I am going forward. I take action. I take action. I take action. I take action. Pray for 1 minute. Je suis déterminé d'aller jusqu'au bout. Je suis déterminé d'aller jusqu'au bout. Moi je suis déterminé. La peregeti la carapalata, la que forrocasi baratocasiata, jaka paladiga ragadagadia, la cosaka ragadagakuanapa, la perota. Je suis déterminé. In the name of Jesus. It's not enough to have faith. It's not enough to have faith. God told them, as you take the first step, the sea will open. They were shocked. He said, Aisha, like, go forward. Go forward. Go forward. Go forward. I know you are afraid that what if I write that concours, I don't pass? Go forward. Right. I met a medical doctor some years ago. I told him, sir, I dropped the masters I'm doing because that's not what I want to do. The one I want to do, I have no money. He looked at me and said, what? He said, you that is a man of God, you are saying that kind of a thing. Come on, go and register. Just apply. Let them take you and watch the miracle. My school fees was 1.4 million. I've never paid any school fees above 50,000 in my whole life. Where do I start with that kind of a thing? In fact, from secondary school, my school fees was 12.5 in the village. 12.5. The day they climbed me to 20k, I almost remained in the house. So imagine now there is a big dream of 1.4 million. It's easy to preach it. Oh, when he hits you, can you do it? It's easy to tell Asha, when you reach your time, will you stop crying? So he reached my turn. I was complaining. The man told me, what? And I know I thought he was saying he will help me. He did not help me. He did not give me 5 francs. Shishi. But he is the reason I went forward. I dropped the masters. I wrote another application. Came the next year. Applied. They took me. I started going to school. My results were never coming out. I was always taking manually because I didn't pay school fees. But before the year end, I graduated the best. Paid all the fees. All the working class who had, they didn't pay. They didn't have money to pay fees. What did I do? I went forward. I took the bold step. I took the first step. Go forward. Go forward. God will never force food in your mouth after preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. He will never take the food and put in your mouth. He will put you there, set the table and wait for you to chop. He will wait for you to chop life with 5 fingers. There's a way you suffer that when God bless you, you are afraid to spend it. You don't know how to dress well again, even when you have the money, because Satan has localized you. He has taught you that life, there's nothing enjoyable about it. Dress well. When I learned this principle, I've always been looking good, always. Not because I have too much. I can wear one dress every day, but you will never know. Am I talking to somebody? Go forward. In Matthew 11 verse 12, the violent take it by force. Since from the day of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violent. Only the violent take it by force. There are things that life will never give you on a platter of gold. There are things that life will never give you on a bed of roses. You must learn to take them by force. You must learn to handle your destiny with your hand. Jephthah said, when I saw that no man could help me, I took my life in my hands. I took my life in my hands. In the book of Judges, when the men were having attack in Israel, they sat down and were planning for war. Bible says a woman called Deborah, even her husband could not take action. She told the men, you people should stay and be planning. Why me I take action? Why me I go to the front? After you have prayed for God to give you a job, hit the streets, enter the streets, every day go out. I know you are jobless, you are prayed, you are trusting God. God will give you the job, but He will not meet you in the house. You must take action. You must drop those applications. You must go and look for the work somewhere. You must learn to take action. You don't sit in your room fasting and saying, I'm waiting on God for a job. Step out every single day. Every single day. Go out. Go out. You realize what you were waiting for was waiting for you. What you were waiting for was actually waiting for you. Sakoto brala grahida brada. Take action. Take action. Take action. After you have prayed, take action. Take action. Do you know how many times I've priced things that I don't have the money for, and I still got it? The shop where we are today, I came and priced that shop 10 years ago. When I finally came there, the caretaker told me, I know you. You were here 10 years ago, and today you own the shop. I will always pass and look at it as a student. I say, Lord, I wish I could have something like this. If wishes, keep wishing. Huh? Keep sitting and wishing. I know if you work for also big money, and you therefore has go worker. Man, no, they know if you pick up. I know if you work for also big money, and you are sitting in the house. Has some man no features call me now say, if they don't call you, call them. You did not hear me. If they don't call you, do what? There are people I just call to greet. They just remember that they forgot me. They just remember that they forgot me. You see, your problem is you are too proud. to want to be the first to talk. You die in your trouble. Say the one to say you don't arrive. When man pass, you accept. The day God make your classmate governor, respect him. If not, you will never have work. Sure. Let me end this message with this point. Number 4. The guy did not have a strong reason. He did not have a strong reason. Write it down. He did not have a strong reason. There is a statement that when God is blessing your neighbor, it means He's in your neighborhood. It doesn't mean He will also bless you. Yes, He's in your neighborhood, but it doesn't mean He will bless you. You see all those Pentecostal declarations and jargons that we are saying? How many times has one person come and testify 4 Sundays straight and you are looking? Is it not a sign that God is in your neighborhood? Why are you not testifying? Isaiah 41 verse 21. After this, we're going to pray. I like this point because it's going to help us to pray. Produce your cause, said the Lord. Bring forth your word. In the court, there is also what we call strong reason. Huh? It is called evidence. I didn't do it. Proof. What's your evidence? What are your weaknesses? That's what God wants. Strong reason. Why should I bless you? A man of God, TG says, some men of God met him and said, "Sir, we want our church to grow like your church." He asked them, "Why? Why do you want your church to grow?" They could not talk. He said, "That's the reason it will never grow." When God blesses your brother and you suddenly remember that you also need something, sir, God will not give you. You suddenly remember there was a season in Bethel that visas were flying. More than 10 people traveled in a space of 1.5 years. Yeah. We almost lost everybody to abroad. And yet you have been applying. A lady met me and said, "Sir, please pray. I've applied. I want to travel." I sit down and tell God why you want to travel. Don't give him a reason. Give him what? It is the weight of your reason that determines the response of God. I want to travel to also be a bush faller now. So that you go there and start telling us that we are jobless. That's why we are praying. So that when you get there, you say, Africa's problem is religion. God has seen your heart. But I know a son of mine that told me, he said, "Father, let me travel. We are not going to lack anything when we are doing crusades." Baraku Zavila, a daughter of mine told me, "Let me just go. All these small needs that we are struggling to preach." As she landed her first salary, she pushed it all. She said, "Buy a good phone for the ministry so that we that are abroad, we should also be watching you. The messages can be going far." Look at a strong reason. Somebody's crying, "Lord, bless me." Another one made me and said, "My family is suffering. I need to go so that I can." Then for that reason, you have to go. See, because he has a desire to wipe the tears. How many bush fathers do you know who have forgotten their families? God is wise. He saw how your elder brother misbehaved. He went and forgot the whole family. Marry a wicked woman who doesn't want him to think about his own family. That's the reason you also want to travel. So you go and do the same. You be flaunting cars when they want to say, "America is not the way you think. Come back if it's difficult. Come back." It's not the way we think. They don't pluck money on the tree. It's hard. Then why are you still there? Think they're strong for you. Why are you still there? We that we want to go is because things are also strong. If things are also strong, then you to leave. When I fight for that Cameroon, God punish that wickedness. See as when I just shine. If person just tells you, I did shine today, so it's a sign that you have always been looking very, very. You shine only today. So how many years you know me? Say I had to shine today. So somebody say people are enjoying in that Cameroon. People have time until you are doing 7 hours. I say brothers, until home from America, come and do 7 hours with us. He said no, yeah, it's not like that. People don't have time. Oh, I wish I was in. You don't wish. It's a lie. You don't wish to be here. You don't wish. I've told you God is not emotional. He works with principles. You sow, you will do what? You plant, you will do what? Harvest. He works with what? Principles. The father did not kill the goat for nothing. Remember, he did not just catch goat and kill for the son, for the younger son. There was a reason he did that. Because he that was lost is now found. So we want to celebrate. So why should I just get up and kill goat for you? What are we celebrating? Are you understanding something here? What are we celebrating? Why should I just get up, take goat and kill? Because you are my son? No. No. When we were growing up, chicken was luxury. Rice was luxury. So if they must cook chicken and rice, it must be Christmas. Do you understand me? Or it must be birthday. It was luxury. Egg was luxury. I know you are from a rich home, Gibraltar house. Egg. When we go out like that for 20 minutes Christmas, we will buy egg and come back in the house. It was 50 that time. We'll buy egg. So if your mother must give you egg, you must be sick. So your reason must be strong that you are making like this. Well, what is it, my child? Egg. When they give you the egg, you vomit. Somehow you eat away. Why is it? Fish. You start making like a false prophet. Fish. When you wear, try and ask them. If they have not beaten the hell out of you. Thank God on the school they are not here. They'll not understand what we mean. Those are things they give me every day now. Do you know how many times they promise me to pass so that they will buy me bicycle? If they have done that to you, let me see a hand. That they promise to give you something if you pass. Did you finally pass? Did they give? Today they buy children phone for nothing. At their age they have iPad. You don't even know how to still use the iPad, but they already have. So why you are complaining that mama you bought egg for this man? He's eating egg. They'll ask you that, are you sick? He's sick, that's why he's eating egg. So when you are asking God is saying, don't mind because I gave this one this one. There was a strong reason. There was what? Strong reason. When I finally pass, I say I've passed now. When I buy me bicycle, they look at the result. They now started telling me it's not about just passing now. How did you pass? My brother used to ask me that. So he said I should never have less than 15. When I have more than 15 now, he said, what happened to 20? How many people in your class? The day I finally had 20, I was excited. I came and showed him. He said, how many people had 20? I said 4. He said it was cheap. It was cheap. They just you could have had even 21. Exactly. I was coming back home. So when I passed, they did not give me any. I vowed that me and first, second, third will have no business. Because they have been deceiving me. There's nothing special about those numbers. That's what I said. There's nothing special. They have been deceiving me. I pass, they don't give me. So what's the essence? Let me just be carrying class. But I never carry class. Yes, we used to. There was one of our friends who took first until he started sitting on the teacher's chair. Yes. You remember? Yeah. He was sitting on the teacher's chair. Teacher will leave around. Write names of noisemakers. Write your name. Oh, wait, may they beat me after school. No. Fight. The man named the year that you know. Make name move. Agree. Write the name. Make noise. Make noise. So the guy was second teacher. He was first. We knew that if somebody must be successful, these are the people. But I was shocked years later. He was looking for me and asking me, do you still know this your God? Because I need your God. I was like, bro, I thought you would have been what do you need from me? I was never first like you. I was never a favorite like you. When God turned the captivity of Zion, it was like a dream. He said the first shall become the last, and the last shall become the first. Joseph that was abandoned became the deliverer of the family. I prophesy. I don't know how life is treating you now. God has written your name. I said God has written your name among those that must succeed, among those that must make it. If you believe it, shout the louder, amen. God always has welcome miracles and welcome gifts for new convert. When they mature, he start asking them to work for it. There are things you knew God, you did not fast, but today you are knocking 1 week fasting, nothing is happening. When the child is small, he just need to make this pikin hungry. When you grow, cry. We don't know why you are crying. They will beat you. You crying and waiting. Are you hearing me? Your small brother pushed you, you fall, you cry. Your small brother beat you, you cry. You beat him on top. So that's how God is looking at you each time you're crying. He says, Satan, knock you, you cry, rise up and fight. You are a warrior. You have reached the level where they don't ask you why you are crying. They don't just give you because you cry. They give you, God gives you because you have known how to fight. Hannah spent years without a child. When she became a warrior, she said, Lord, if you give me, I will do what? Did God give her or not? What did she do? She gave and God said that I need a prophet, you need a son. Let us swap. So you need money. Tell God, Father, I've not been paid tithes. If you like, don't bless me. Now your title, or you don't need it again. You are not with me. Do you know why he said pay your tithe? So that my house will be full. So when you enter God's house, say, Lord, your house is empty. Bless me so that your house will be full. Strong reason. Lord, today I saw about how many homeless kids. And you say you are the father to the fatherless. Is that how you take care of the fatherless? Bless me so that I do the work with you. Bless me. Bless me. Stand to your feet. In the next 5 minutes, give God a strong reason. Remember anything you have ever asked him for. Give him a strong reason. You have 5 minutes to pray.